All right, hi everybody. In this video, we're going to talk about the difference between statements and expressions and some of the language that goes along with that. Okay, so let's start with a statement. All right, so what is a statement? A statement in mathematics is a sentence that can be true or false. Okay, so for example, here's a sentence. I know you're seeing numbers right now. You see an equation here, but this is a sentence. This says 4 equals 4, or in other words, 4 is 4. This is a statement, or this is a sentence that can be true or false, and this happens to be true. 4 is 4, so this is true. This is a sentence also. This says 5 is less than 9, which is also true. Statement 3 says 5 is greater than 10. That's a sentence, but it's false. 5 is not less than 10, so it's a false statement. Here's a statement, a sentence that says some number that we don't know plus 3 is equal to 8. So if we take this number that we don't know and we add 3 to it, we will get 8. That's a sentence that can be true or false, depending on the value of x that you choose. So for example, if you pick the value of 2 for x, then this statement becomes, or this sentence becomes, 2 plus 3 is equal to 8, which is false. But if you choose the value of 5 for x, then the sentence becomes 5 plus 3 is 8, and then the sentence becomes true, okay? So we'll put can be true if x equals 5. Otherwise, the statement is false. The sentence is false. And finally, here we have a sentence 2 times some number is less than 10. This is another one of those sentences that can be true depending on the value of x that you choose. So if you choose any value of x that is less than 5, this sentence will be true. And if you choose anything else, anything equal to or greater than 5, then the sentence will become false. And I'll leave it for you to verify that. Okay, now let's connect this with the word solve. So a statement is a sentence that can be true or false. This is probably the most important part of the definition, is that it has to be something that can be true or false. All of these examples were sentences that could be true or false. Solve means exactly this. So inside the walls of the mathematics classroom, solve means to find the value of the variable that makes the statement true. So here are all these statements. Here are 5 examples of statements. What value of the variable would you have to use to make the statement true? That's what solve means. So what value of x would make this statement true is 5. Okay, we solved it. What value of x would make this inequality true? Any value of x that is less than 5. Okay, we solved it. So statements are solvable in that we're trying to make them true. All right, now let's contrast that with expressions. Okay, so an expression is a quantity. Sometimes you'll see this defined as, like if you look it up on the internet or something, or in a textbook, it might say, a finite collection of numbers and operations and variables. So what they're talking about is you can add up some numbers and some variables. That's an expression. Notice what's not here. There's not any equal sign. There's no greater than. There's no less than. We're not comparing something to something else. It's simply a quantity. So I just wrote a quantity just to keep it simple rather than saying a finite collection of numbers and letters, or variables and operations. So what is an expression? It's a quantity. So here's example 1. This is an expression. This is the quantity 5, a simple expression. Here is a quantity also. This is 2 plus 9, which is 11. Both of these are expressions. So 2 is an expression, 2 plus 9 is an expression, 11 is an expression, and they're just different forms of the same number. So 2 plus 9 has the value of 11. In other words, it's equal to 11. All right, so here's another expression, 3x plus 5. This has a value also depending on what value of x you choose. So this will have a different value for every value of x that you choose. Suppose you choose x is equal to 0. Then we have 3 times 0 plus 5. Well, that's equal to 5. But then if you choose a different value of x, like say x is equal to 1, Then we have 3 times 1 plus 5, which is equal to 8. So this expression will have a different value every time you choose a different value of x. Okay, and the same idea with this one, just a little bit more complicated expression, but different values. I guess it's worth pointing out though, in this expression, you can't choose any value of x that you want, because if you choose the value of x to be 0, then actually this is not equal to a number at all. It doesn't even have the expression doesn't even have a value, because then you'd be trying to divide by 0, and that is not a number. Okay. So now here's the language that is connected with expressions. We can evaluate expressions, which means find the value of the quantity, or find the quantity, just like we did here. What's the value of this expression? Well, the value of that expression is 11. What's the value of this expression? I don't know. You'd have to tell me what the value of x is. So if you tell me that the value of x is 10, then I can tell you what the value of this expression is. Otherwise, if I don't know what x is, I can't really evaluate it. Okay, so evaluate means find the value of the expression. We evaluate expressions. None of these are solvable, because solve means find the value of the variable that makes the statement true. So these are not solvable because they are not statements. We cannot solve it unless it is a statement. Okay, that's it for this one. Thanks for watching.